For years, I was a painter and kind of struggled to come up with ideas and concepts and things. I had always bought comics, but I just couldn't draw in a sort of mainstream Marvel or DC way. So when I moved to San Francisco, I didn't have the space to paint anymore. San Francisco also being a really great comic city, having a great comics culture, I started to think maybe I can do this. And ultimately, that was the right decision to make. The book, I always say, is about big, scary, hairy guys and the people that love them, so it's not gender specific, and cats. But really it's a platform for me to talk about all my various interests. Music, there's a band in the comic. The cats have their own sort of storyline. I'm a cat owner, so it's a way for me to kind of explain their weird behavior. I was an illustration major in college, and I really enjoyed and relished the time I got to go into libraries and just pour through the stacks. This was sort of when the internet was catching fire. I'm a little long in the tooth. So my primary research, method was to go into the library and just look up stuff. The databases were, to search for things were computer-based. But yeah, I really just enjoyed the surprises. The book next to the book on the shelf ended up being the one that I wanted, rather than the one that I looked up and researched. And just Xerox copying it, I really learned a lot. I feel like my college education was enriched on a technical level with drawing skills and things like that, but it was my love of research and libraries that I really took away from going to college. Librarians are so enthusiastic about comics now, and a couple years ago I would not have thought that was a thing. But they, gradually started coming around to shows and picking up my stuff for their collection. So being here has been really wonderful. Yesterday I met so many librarians, so many of them saying they had ordered the book for their branches and all of that. It's really important for work like this to get into libraries for those people that maybe don't have the same amount of internet access or would prefer to read the actual physical object in their hands. I'm kind of old school in that way, so I only buy paper comics, hard copies as it were. I think that as an archive, certainly, the internet is its own archive, but I feel like the tradition of keeping things, of logging things, of making them available, of having things in special collections. I was a grad student at UC San Diego, and I still occasionally look up my graduate catalog in the library in UC San Diego. I know I've met a ton of fellow grads, people that have come after me in that program that have taken out my catalog and looked at them. That's not something that's online. So this book too, having that in libraries for generations, people will be able to kind of look it up and find it. The internet, it's difficult to find things on occasion. As easy as it's been made to research certain things, there's something about being able to go into a place and seeing how a book has been taken care of and how it's been preserved and cataloged. I think libraries, their place in society is to create a longevity for some of these things that we're making.